Hello everyone. Yeah, I know people usually start off videos with like, oh, this is gonna be awkward, but not me because I'm not an awkward person. Alright, let's just get to the questions. Question is from Andrew. I forgot to answer your questions last time, so you will go first, so I make sure I do not forget you. First question is, when are we moving to Mexico together? I am ready to move to Mexico whenever. I have no money, but I have a lot of faith, so whenever you want to take me. Have you ever used Rosetta Stone at all? I've not. I've actually considered it. I can't speak Spanish. My parents are Salvadorian. Actually, a funny story is that when I started school, I didn't know any English. I just spoke Spanish, and now I don't know Spanish. I just know English. So yeah. And his last question is, would you rather have short or long hair? And that is a hard question because there's pros and cons to both, and they're both very equal, but I'd say short hair. It makes me look more mature, but I don't know. Then again, long hair is kind of fun. I don't know, though. But I'd say short hair. I would say medium hair, but that would be like cheating, kind of. But yeah, I guess short hair. Okay, so Kelly asked, how do you pronounce your name? I can't pronounce my first name right, so I will let Sarah teach you guys how to.
Okay, so I'm going to say your name, and this is the wrong way to say it. J-Ro, right? It's wrong, I hope. Okay, and the right way, I think, would be, let me get my Spanish voice on here, which is B. Jairo, or Jairo, maybe?
There you go. That's how you say my name. This next question is also from Kelly. She asked if I have a guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure would mean that I actually feel like embarrassed about it, but I don't. But I guess people would consider it a guilty pleasure, which would be I listen to Justin Bieber. Like, I'm not a huge fan of his, but you know, he has a good voice, so I don't know. I do own his shirt. That's pretty embarrassing. I don't wear it that often. 10,000 Reasons asks, what do you think about the link between religion and morality? Well, I definitely think there should be a link between religion and morality, but I think they should stay together, you know what I mean? Like, the way I see it, and I guess it's the most clear that I can make it, is like, if you're a moral person, that doesn't necessarily make you a holy person, you know? But I think once you get to know Jesus, then you can be on your way to becoming holy, which is a lot more important than being moral. Because a lot of times people think that like religious people have to be like the moral police, but I definitely think we weren't called to do that, because I think someone else on Tumblr said it, and I think I agree with her. I always have. That, you know, when we try to make people moral and follow our own rules, they're not going to understand it, because we're doing it for Jesus, not for ourselves or not for some morality. We're doing it for Jesus. So I don't even know if I answered the question right, but I'll make you a hater asks. Okay, I'll make you a hater asks, what does your wallet look like? I don't know if you could see it. This is my wallet. It says AFI on it, and it's like gray and black. I've had it ever since like I was 17. My college ID. It's really old. That's how it looks like. It used to have a chain, but someone broke it trying to steal it. So she also asked, if you could paint your walls a color, what would it be? Right now, my walls are white. I don't really care. I would probably be like black. I always wanted a black room, but I don't think that would work out. It didn't seem like it would work out, but it seems really cool. Maybe I'll do it one day. Did you have a special blanket as a kid? I did not. I don't really remember having anything like special as a kid, you know, that I carried around with me. Yeah. Favorite Bible verse? This is a hard one because my first favorite Bible verse was Philippians 4:13. That's when I was a kid. It's the only one I knew, like I could memorize. Over the years, it's changed. Like Psalm 23 was a big one. Psalm 40 was another big one. Psalm 42, Psalm 91. I really like Psalms. I think now it's definitely in Romans 8. Yeah, Romans 8 is a good chapter, but my favorite Bible verse, I would say that like I cling on a lot, would be Jeremiah 1:5, which is let's see if I know it. Jeremiah 1:5. I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb, and before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as my prophet to the nations. That's a very strong word that I just cling on. Because with me, like the problems that I go through aren't really like big problems. Like if you look at them from the outside, you probably wouldn't think that I go through much. But a lot of them are just mental. Like I go through a lot of doubt and worry. So that's something that just I'll always try to keep in my head. I have it on my book bag and everything. So yeah, my favorite Bible verse. And her last question, or no, she has a question before that. Sorry, check that. She asked, favorite book of all time. That is another hard one. I liked The Glass Menagerie for a while. I don't know if anyone's read it. I'm pretty sure people have. I don't know, I just really related to that. But I think now it's definitely changed. Romans, or pretty much anything Paul wrote in the Bible. The Psalms were really good. Soul Winner by Spurgeon was really good. I'm trying to think. I have this book with a bunch of Jonathan Edwards writing. Yeah, it's a hard question. I can't answer that. Like, next question. What are the top 3 things you find most attractive in a girl? The number one thing would probably be brains. Yeah, I just really like smart girls, wise girls. I think it's very attractive. Another thing I find very attractive is the big, huge personality.